So Lisa and I could have sat here and recited the entire Epstein saga that you've already heard a million times, and we're not going to do that. In actuality, the story now is very short. It lacks any substance whatsoever. And if you believe it, then, man, you and I are definitely going to disagree on this one. But you see, we're more evidence-based. And they did release some tapes. And did you watch them closely? Did you watch all of it? Because what's within it, and what Elon Musk did moments before it, will tell you everything you need to know. And that's the story I'll bring you in 1 minute. So we have the release, the exclusive. DOJ and FBI conclude Epstein had no client list and died by suicide. Now this shouldn't have shocked anyone, even though I could understand why it may have just a little bit. But it was the delay, the continual delay, until the release of the letter that you've now all heard. These searches uncovered a significant amount of material which all resulted in nothing. So I guess there was nobody involved at any moment in time with the illegal criminal activities of Epstein. At all. No pilots, no maids, no housekeepers, no cars, nothing. Just it was him acting alone. But if that was the case, then Ghislaine Maxwell should be released right now. But she isn't. And hence, none of the story makes sense. But I don't think it's supposed to make sense now, is it? None of it was ever made to make sense. But Pam Bondi told us multiple things, didn't she?
Your appearance at CPAC with Ben and with Ted Cruz, and one of the things that you alluded to, and this is something Donald Trump has talked about, the DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive.
Okay, so he said a list. A client list. But does she refute it? No, it's sitting on my desk. Again, pretty black and white. Pretty clean cut, but they think we're stupid. And we're not supposed to process information, and we have no intellect nor brains, and we're simply just supposed to forget about all this now, that this was ever said.
Yeah. So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. Cash is going to get me and himself really a detailed report as to why all these documents and evidence had been withheld.
Great. Sounds like a phenomenal idea. Except it resulted in nothing. I guess the phase one was a conclusive report. The phase one, which contained information that was already available to everyone. We told you that. But I guess when you put out a phase one, you never meant there was going to be a phase two or phase three or any other report. And we're just, again, all stupid and dumb. But don't worry, there's a lot of armchair reporters out there, as you expect there to be. Everyone trying to gain some attention off this story. But you see, Lisa and I are different. We like facts. We like evidence. Yeah, was there a 1-minute clip gone from this? There appears to have been. As a matter of fact, I'll play you the jump from 11:58 till 12:01 a.m. where there's a missing bit of information. But come on, it is so much easier than that. Because justice, it's right there. Well, it's not really right there. No, it's not there at all. It's somewhere where you can't see. And that is the problem in the story, at least one of many problems. And I'm going to bring you that. Lisa wanted me to ask you a huge favor. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Make sure your bell is checked all. She'd love you to do the same to our other channel. Because I could tell you already there may be more to this story. And based on what was just released, you now know it seems to be inconvenient to a lot of people to maybe bring some of those elements forward. But when we discover them, and we will, we'll bring them to you. Oh, I promise you that. It's why we created our own platform. It's our little bastion of safety, security. And people looked at us like we were crazy when we created it. Why are you going to spend thousands on top of thousands of dollars simply to give people the same thing, they can get on the free platforms? Well, are you so sure? If you haven't been there, well, then you don't realize what we're doing at Restricted Republic. Why we need you there today. Monthly, annual subscriptions. I'd love to see you join. There's a really darn good reason for it. And the release that they just put out is one of a multitude of examples as to why that platform was created and why you need to get there today. Please join us. But now let's get on with this. I don't even know the words to use right now. Get on with what? The nothing story? The story that doesn't exist? The one that was made to shell-shock a nation? Well, there was multiple moving parts. Mind you, one of the most important is this photo, provided by CBS, and 60 minutes of Jeffrey Epstein's cell door. Now, this came as a great surprise to a lot of people who were watching those video clips and like, wait now, thought we saw something different in those clips. Because this door, you can't see it at all. And if that's conclusive, as the government's telling you, and the FBI has now told you, and the Department of Justice is now telling you, then it must be conclusive, right? If there's no other associates involved in this case, and we just need to shut down the whole thing, again, you'd have to take their word for it that there was no car drivers involved, there was no pilots involved, there was no chefs involved, nor cooks, nor maids, nor housekeepers, nor landscapers. Nobody else involved whatsoever. This was all Jeffrey Epstein only. But again, Ghislaine Maxwell, if that's the truth, what you just released, then why is she not out of jail? She should be, according to your own release. But I guess nothing here's made to make sense to us, right? Because we're not smart enough to keep up with it. Oh, man. Photos of Jeffrey Epstein's cell in a noose made out of a bedsheet published by 60 Minutes. Just to give you some basis here. Report on Epstein's death find errors and mismanagement. Now, there was a couple of security guards in a lot of trouble over this. But maybe that's why we're not getting the information. But wait now, the government released the information. And we're just supposed to keep our eyes closed and not see what they presented. Not the door. No, there's the picture they showed you, right? Everybody's watching this. Everybody's seeing this photo. There's the tape. Well, I'm going to prove to you in just a second, because this has all existed before, where they walked Epstein to. I'll play the footage, but is it coincidental that at the exact same moment in time, Elon Musk happens to announce but not announce, make official but not make official, the new party that he wants to release? Man, I'm starting to change my opinion. Actually, I think Elon Musk and Trump are collaborating. Because every time a major story comes out, there appears to be another battle between Trump and Elon Musk. Oh, folks, if you think I'm aggravated right now, I am containing it as much as humanly possible. Oh, that's right, you heard about the brew-up between the two. How dare you launch another party? Well, don't worry, because subsequently, right after the DOJ put out the release, it was made clear that there was no FEC filing at all. Now, it was just more banter. As a matter of fact, Elon Musk making it crystal clear the filing is false and has been reported as such to the FEC. That was after the DOJ, of course, presented you a report of nothing and asked you to just forget about everything. It's all done now. It's gone. Shh, put it away. No weirdness there. But we had this here. Here is the first little bit of evidence, because a lot of people thought these were the two doors. These were maybe the cells. Well, they're not. No. I can show you the footage of people walking in and out of them, even one going through a garbage can, which could make no sense. Now, where Epstein was held, you can watch in this clip here. There's no sound. This is, well, the last time I guess anyone saw Epstein walking. You see him being escorted there. I'll go full screen just to help you out a little bit. Across the courtyard. As a matter of fact, I'll back that up just a second for you, in case you missed any of it. I'm so glad they released this, the high-quality footage. They changed the contrast. They changed the color. You see the guard waiting to receive Epstein. Just give it. Oh, there you go. As he is escorted down the staircase to his cell, which isn't up here, not these two doors. Now, it's somewhere over on the right, of which, well, it's not within the camera angle. Huh. but conclusive evidence. And I'm not blaming any of the guards here, not making that accusation at all. I'm just saying you should be a little bit more descriptive when you're presenting something to the American public of exactly where a cell is, maybe a nice little yellow circle, so that maybe if the American public wants to ask a question, and we know you don't like us asking questions, maybe it's not just a missing minute clip, it's the fact that you can't see his cell at all. And it was dumbfounding to me how many people didn't understand that. But the 60-second clip is deleted. You see it here, 11:58 playing on the bottom. 11:53. It goes up to 11:59 and a sudden jump to 12 a.m. Well, again, was that intentional sloppiness? After how long they have spent with this information, did they just miss it? Or are they just attempting to create another conspiracy so everyone will sit there and banter about it? Here was the evidence, mind you, of the other door, of which the guard has lunch in his hand, picks up the phone, calls for them to open it, waits there for a while, and then goes through the garbage can for whatever reason. But just give it a few more seconds, and you see him walk in with his lunch. And later on, a man, well, not necessarily, at least I can't tell here, marked in prison attire, walking down into the cells below out of this. But again, who knows, right? We're stupid. We can't see anything. We don't understand anything. Nobody can watch this or understand what's going on because we, the government, have told you it's done. It's done. It's concluded. And even in the end, at the very last moments, isn't it great footage? I'm so glad they cleared it up and provided us the alleged only camera angle that exists in this prison. And there is the first activity. We see people running back, not 1, 2, 3 people, one behind the counter. And that is what they're presenting to you. And you make up your own mind. We just present you the facts and the footage of allegedly the last moments of Jeffrey Epstein as he is found in his cell somewhere in the background. And that's it. A 2-page letter. What say you? Can't wait to see your opinions below. Because what they're asking you to take, and what they're asking you to believe, and what they're asking us to accept, wow. And I don't know about you, but my mama didn't raise no idiots. And hence why we do what we do every day. And we just wanted to present to you some basic facts. You've already heard all the other stories. We know what Pam Bondi told us. We know what Kash Patel and Dan Bongino told us. We know what we heard. We know what you presented. And you recorded. And then you spoke to us as a phase 1 release and not a phase 2. And then you presented us some blurry camera footage and said, case closed. And then you expect us to believe that there is no one else who has ever been involved. So then I challenge you once again. Someone should get to Ghislaine real quick, Maxwell, and let her go. Because you exonerated her via a 2-page letter that you want us to all just accept and say, okay, it's over. Folks, that's not a story in any way, shape, or form, at least, and I think we'd be presenting you. But unfortunately, we are. Now, I want you to drive the traffic from here because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of follow-up reports on this. Make sure you get to Restrict the Republic. I love you all. Until next time, Godspeed and God bless. Justice Knight. Signing out.